Hello girls. Today we are looking at how to develop our thinking skills, especially when we look at a prompt for our context, power and justice. So why are there topics for text response essays and prompts for context writing? Firstly, you're not always writing an essay for context, and you girls are going to be writing a speech, so the word topic doesn't really fit. And secondly, let's look at the word prompt. It's meant to literally prompt or begin or spark your ideas. You may, within reason, use the prompt as a springboard to other ideas about the context, power and justice, that you think are important, but be careful. Nearly all of what you say must directly respond to the prompt, and you need to be very confident in being able to link those ideas to other things that I would call extraneous discussion or discussion outside of the actual prompt. Many prompts look simple, but they are a little bit deceptive in this regard. Actually, the idea they often express is a simple or a fundamental or a basic idea about humanity or our human existence. But they are more complex than this, and you are certainly expected to delve deeper into the prompt than just a surface interpretation. When brainstorming your ideas on a prompt, it is important to remember the two elements. There are the key words within a prompt, and then there's the whole statement. Both are important for you to be thinking about. So let's look at the key words. Meanings. What does the word denote? What is its meaning according to the dictionary? Synonyms. Think of some synonyms, but be careful because not every synonym will suit. Think about the positive connotation or negative connotation of a word. Connotation is the emotional meaning of a word. And lastly, does that word contain any assumptions in it that we should be aware of too? Once we've looked at keywords, we go back to the whole statement of the prompt and we ask ourselves, to what extent do we agree? Okay, do we agree all of the time? Do we agree some of the time? Or only rarely? And I would suggest to you that it would be very rare for you to agree all of the time. Next thing you do is you think, when is this the case? If it does happen some of the time, in what specific instances does it happen or not? And they would be your examples from your texts or other sources. The next lot of thinking is, why is this prompt true? Or why might it not be true? Think of reasons for your thinking. And then another layer is, well, if this statement is largely true, why is it important that we think about it? Why does it matter? Next, we need to think about the implications of a prompt. And what implications are the following. What has caused this prompt or this statement to be true? What are the reasons behind it being true? And then we think about consequences. If it is true some of the time, what might it lead to? What are the possible consequences or outcomes of this being true? Also, if we reject part of the prompt, if it doesn't happen all the time, what might this lead to instead? Now we are ready to plan, and I've got here two possible paragraph organisations for the body paragraphs of your piece of writing. Even though you might not be writing an essay, you still need to organise your writing into coherent paragraphs. So you might have a paragraph that basically agrees with the prompt. You might have a second body paragraph that agrees with some qualifications, as in you partly agree for these reasons. You might have a third body paragraph that essentially disagrees with the prompt or rejects it, and you explain why you disagree and you give examples. Or you might do this structure for your paragraphs. Body paragraph 1, you really explore the meaning and the importance of the whole prompt. Why is this such an important thing for us to be thinking about? Body paragraph 2 might look at the causes of this statement. Body paragraph 3 might talk about the consequences of this statement. And remember that your conclusion should reach conclusions. It's important for your thinking to extend beyond observations about the text, your analysis, your close reading of texts and other sources, and your interpretations about the prompt and about your texts and sources. So, given what you've explored so far, given all of your thinking and your planning about the prompt, then you come to your conclusion. What does this suggest about us as individual human beings, or for our relationships with other people, how we get along? Or what does it suggest about our society, our community? Or what does it suggest about humanity as a whole? You can see the different stages. Finally, what can we learn from exploring this concept? What message is in it for us? So let's review. Firstly, a prompt is a springboard for your ideas. Second, you must consider the key words within a prompt. Third, you must consider the whole statement. 4, delve deeper into your thinking, implications. 5, use your thinking to plan your response into sensible paragraphs. 6, reach conclusions in your thinking. Really avoid summarising or repeating ideas in your conclusion. This is a picture of Rodin's sculpture called The Thinker, which lives in Paris. So good luck in your thinking about prompts.